What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today we are going to be talking a little bit about Domination in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. So, you guys can see in Domination, I was playing live on stream. You guys can see that by taking a look at this channel right here. So if you guys want to see this in full action to prove that I'm not just BSing you guys. Prove that I'm not just BSing you guys here. I'm not going to breaking down full footage of gameplay because I think, honestly, people are overcomplicating this. You guys can see it on the DBG live channel. Let's try to see if we can get that to 9,000 subscribers by the end of the day. Basically, this is where I upload all the stuff that I'm going to be doing on kind of the side, whether it be live or not. A lot of people are like, oh yeah, they want to see me uploading the grinding parts of the... there's a lot of things that obviously don't make into real videos, and that's going to be it. So it's going to be a lot of grinding, a lot of just random things, unedited, like not, well, obviously these are kind of unedited videos, but I mean like very much unedited videos. There's going to be on that channel, on the DBG live channel. But in this video, we are going to be showing you guys how. I don't know how it says I'm only averaging 47 points. You guys, in those videos, I was putting up 50, 60 points a game. And also, lads, before we get onto the game, I forgot to say, this is going to be for no playbook. There is going to be no playbook necessary. Because I personally feel, if you're using a playbook, and the playbook doesn't work, you're screwed. Whereas this is more of a making reads, reacting to what the defense is giving you. As well as that, if I say play this playbook or that playbook are really good, like they get price fixed. Like we've talked about, given specific players. I will give specific players, but it's not about the specific players. It is about the types of players. If you can find alternatives to every one of these type of players for cheap. So you don't need to worry about certain things. And then, again, because you guys may not be able to afford the playbook, if I talked about a playbook like Quick True SDS when it cost an infinite amount of MT, it was like 30k at one stage in 2K20. And then the Magic playbook last year went to like 25k. I'm very, very specifically not mentioning a playbook here. But anyway, now let's get on to the rest of the video. But I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a brilliant squad. Like, my squad in Domination is pretty decent. And a lot of the time for my squads, I'm trying to make just good, decent teams. So, what you need at the point guard position, just somebody fast. Simple as. Speed. You need someone fast and go to basket. Maxi's been doing really well for me. He feels super fast. Like 77 speed. Like, you don't even have, doesn't even have to be great speed. Just 77 will do. Tyrese Maxey's fine. So like Tyrese Maxey works well. Trae Young, if you haven't got, he's the best. Just a heads up, Trae Young is streets ahead, by far the best of all the starter cards. 87 3 ball, 90 ball handle. He's 84 speed as well, and they don't even need to be able to dunk. In fact, they get chased down blocked less if they can't dunk. They get these like off-footed layups. They can actually get hit with less chase down blocks. Then at the 2. For me, I just like running a shooter. Here. So you can use anybody. Like, you can use like Cade, Jalen Green. For me, even just contracts-wise, I just use Roger Mason. Roger Mason's a beast. Roger Mason's honestly one of the best 2 guys in the game. As of right now. 85 3 ball, chicken release. And he's got 82 speed. There are not that many guys with 82 speed that have a release like him and shoot the ball like Roger Mason. I'm telling you, he is one of the most underrated guys in the game. Small forward position. Again, you can use a lot of guys. Like, there are a lot of good players. Anthony Edwards is pretty good. Even Kelly Oubre is alright. But, like, if you want to run Darvin Ham, that's fine. Trust me. If you want to run Darvin Ham, you can completely get away with it. The team I run this guy here purely for defensive reasons. He is the best defensive player in the game. He just is. Actually, no, sorry. He is the best defensive player in the game. Don't ask me how. I wonder what his blocks per game is. His blocks... Why does it say I've only played one game with Trae Young? I've literally used them in every single game I've played on this account. Why does it say I've only played... This is really weird. But for some reason, there is nobody that block shots and plays interior defense like Trae Young. I don't know why. Like, there are some things you will just never understand. And I will never understand how his 65 block is essentially 99. But Andre Roberson, the best perimeter defender in the game. Trae Young's the best interior defender. The best perimeter defender in the game is Roberson. Can he play offense? No. He is probably the best. Like, you press square and he steals the ball 90% of the time against CPU. Someone like him is perfect. And again, there are better players that cost a bit of MT, but they cost a bit of MT for a reason. Power forward, honestly, I like using, say, like a Porter Jr. But you can very easily just use like a Chris Boucher. If you get Chris Boucher in Domination, go and use him. Use your pre-order Kevin Durant. Heck, if I want to run Hakeem Warwick, that's fine. The only difference is that they just literally have to be able to roll. That's all the power forwards have to be able to do is roll and dunk. That's it. And in center, if you like, I've been using Jokic, who is the literal worst player for this tactic, and I've been having success. He's the literal worst player. But basically, what you need is just big body and roll. Like, you might say, oh, you need speed and the ability to catch lobs. Hell no, no one's catching a lob in the game this year. No one is catching a lob. You just need a big body that can roll. 30 speed, that's fine. Trust me, Kareem's fine. Off the bench, same again. Collison. You can use Collison, you can use Trae Young, you can use, heck, 85 speed. Collison works really well. Maxey actually works very, very solid. At the 2, honestly, shooter. Just put in, I use John Barry. Power forward and center off the bench. I use Siakam. Siakam costs quite a lot, just a heads up. Like, for my squad, I use Siakam. But if you replace Siakam with Michael Porter Jr. or Kevin Durant or Dirk Nowitzki, or so many players, if you replace Siakam with Kelly Oubre, it wouldn't make much of a difference. I just like Siakam, so I use him. And at the center position, we have got, where is it? Like, I've been using Jokic, but I mean, Sabonis is just better. Sabonis is just simply better. And then last year off the bench, just chuck in 3 randoms, 3 goals. Small forward. If you want to use Darvin Ham at small forward, you can get away with it. Honestly. If you want to use Darvin Ham, you can get away with it. Because of the fact John Barry can't really play defense, I would not suggest using a Jared Dudley. Literally, just someone with athleticism. Someone with any sort of athleticism. At the small forward position is fine. It's just any sort of athleticism. Like, Kelly Oubre works perfectly. Anthony Edwards, perfect. Michael Porter Jr., he can't play small forward. But you can use Cade Cunningham, Jalen Green. These guys are perfect. I use LaMelo Ball. I personally use LaMelo Ball. The squad that I've been running with, it doesn't even have Sabonis. I run with... I'm actually going to change. Start Sabonis. The squad that I run with normally has Jokic there because I'm trying to Evo Jokic. But, like, this squad right here. Like, you see this squad and you're thinking... Basically, you get this guy for completing a couple of domination games. But kind of a bad player to put in because... Well, you have to get him by winning domination games. But, like, literally, you can use Hakeem Warwick. But all you need, literally, is a point guard that can run and screen setters that can dunk. I wouldn't go with 2 big men at the power forwards and centers. Like, 2 non-athletic big men. Like, Boucher and Siakam are somewhat athletic. I wouldn't necessarily go 2 non-big men. But, like, a Kareem or a Sabonis, these guys are just glitchy. They're just glitchy because they're just so tall. So, literally, you go into domination. Let's go with the Bulls. Again, the only team that have given me trouble even getting the points are the Milwaukee Bucks. And I beat Milwaukee by 17 points. I don't know what these stats are very, very weird. Again, like, there's literally videos of me using Trae Young for the whole time. This is all you do. Like, you go, start. Offensive settings. Freelance. Hawks 2018. Or you can use basically any 4-out 1-in that is not 4-out 1-in active. Hawks 2018, 21 delay work perfectly. Bucks 2018, I'm pretty sure works perfectly as well. They work absolutely perfectly. You've got 5 out option with Hawk, but no one's gonna freaking 5 out playing Domination. It doesn't really work in the game this year. So, defense. Whatever you do, do not bait. On ball is fine. On ball is fine because the AI defense is ridiculous. The AI is incredible. Whatever you do, again, if you're off balling, do not try to bait lanes. You can press up on a screen, that's fine. That's me not being smart. Okay, so sprint, you're probably getting a switch or you're getting a layup. You're either getting one of 3 things off pick and roll. You're getting a switch, which is a guaranteed basket if you are running with Sabonis or Kareem. You are getting a roll guy on a dump down, or you are getting that, a layup for Trae Young. Zach LaVine, good block or good dunk right there. Okay. Screen's there. Come off that. We've got the switch. Ball into him. Do not shoot a post hook. Literally just back down, back down, back down, square. That's what you do. Back down, get the switch, back down, back down, back down, square. There we go. Like, that was... This has been one of the most nuts first quarters I've ever played. Some weird stuff is happening. Some very strange... Like, it's just been weird. There we go. Andre Roberson doing what Andre Roberson does, playing defense. And there we go. DeRozan is now being guarded by... Or is now guarding Sabonis. So, back down, back down, back down, square. Simple as. You're either getting a foul, you're getting 2 points, or you're getting an and one. It is in fact easier with Chris Boucher, depending on who's being guarded. You can see, Chris Boucher rolls to the basket faster. And because it's power forward the point guard, they're more likely to switch it and give that roll. That's why you literally just need just a big body and a dunker. Like a dunker works even at the center position, but the reason for the big body is so that they can back down. And now we got this team right here. You got your 3 token guy and your pre-order player. Same thing again. High pick and roll. Okay, there's no switch there. What you don't want to do, do not ever try to post up a post player with another post player. It does not work. See there? That's just bad by me. If I had just taken a step in, I had a wide open dunk. Like, Kareem will not score on Vucevic. He will not miss on a guard. So now we are going to really just focus on defense. We're going to really focus on defense for a couple of possessions. So I'm going to start off, again, guarding ball and just bringing the players back. Guarding ball, protect basket. Make sure you protect the basket and guard the ball. And then you run. You run. Simple as. The defense doesn't set up. You've got a lane to the basket right here. Like, I missed the layup because of a weird animation. But I had a layup. Can't complain. I had a layup that ended up being contested. But then when the game kind of gets a bit helter-skelter, like, they're going to run to the basket. So just always know where your center is. And always know where the ball is. Because, like, if you start trying to, like, bait lanes, like you're online baiting all these players, the AI defense does not really know how to react. They run in weird positions. There's been a lot of weird things that have happened to me while trying to bait. Like, that's just dumb defense, what I've done right there. Like, that, I got blessed right there. What I was trying to do, randomly baiting lanes with Siakam. Like, I'm just freaking... just fidgeting, basically. Like, that is the worst thing you can do. It's bad habits. It's bad habits that I've built up over years of playing this game. Trying to, like, predict, trying to play lanes. It's really bad habits, and it's not the way you play this game. Literally, you guard ball, and then make sure you always guard basket. That is simply it. Blocking is super, super overpowered. Like, they go by, you just protect the basket. Blocking interior defense is so OP. And again, they get a stop. Wide open corner 3, green. That's Darvin freaking Ham. Again, locked in 2 possessions, 2 fast, or locked in for 3 defensive possessions, 3 fast breaks. Again, clamp up. You don't need to press square. If they do something like that, always just make sure you know where the center is. And it's a block for Siakam. Siakam runs out. He's caught. Wide open. Bad release. Still get the board though. And back to normal. Oh, they left the corner? Okay. That's actually decent enough. Decent defense there. And again, as always, just know where the basket is. Know where the basket is. That's simply it for defense. That's simply it. That's all you have to do. Game's easy. You don't need to overcomplicate it. You don't even need to overcomplicate it. Run a pick and roll. Make a read. Defense, make sure you always know where your center is and whoever's guarding the ball. That's all you need to know. If you guard ball, and if they go by you, switch to your center and press triangle. You are going to block the ball 90% of the time in this game. If you actually put in like focus whatsoever on defense, it's hard to not block a shot if you've got a big man. Or even a Chris Boucher. Where's the Siakam. You're going to block the shot. So yeah, that is pretty much it, lads. A bit of a, like, it's kind of a tough tutorial because, like, I think if I'm breaking down individual situations, like saying like, oh, if you do this in this possession and this in this possession, like, it doesn't kind of stress kind of the importance of playing in real time. Because like, obviously I'm going to be editing down this is a much longer video. But like, I think if I broke everything down, like, I don't know. I think you're going to see a lot of breakdowns where they look at plays being like, run this money play, the AI can't stop it. But everyone that I know that runs money plays, if the AI does start to stop it, they're screwed. Whereas something like a high pick and roll making reads, you're sorted. And I'm showing all this in real time so that you guys can see pretty much where all my reads are coming from. Started off the game badly, got into a bit of a rhythm. You can see what the defense starts giving you, and now suddenly up. What was I down? Like 11-8, and now I'm 31-16 up. And since I've locked in, they haven't even got a shot. Every shot's been a block. So now that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.